Young Maori doctors' quest to discover why Maori are prone to certain diseases. Dr. James Johnston has made it his mission to discover why Maori suffer from certain diseases more compared to their non-Maori counterparts. Dr. James Johnston, 29, lives and studies in Auckland. He is midway through his PhD focusing on understanding the disease process of tonsillitis, adenoiditis, and glue ear, the disparities that exist between Maori and non-Maori. His long-term aspirations as a surgeon are to serve and be an integral part of the Northland community. Opinion: do you hear what I hear? The health needs of Maori are the highest in the country, yet there continues to be a significant gap in the treatment, management and care of Maori people. Dr. Johnston made it his mission to pursue a meaningful career in medicine after his grandmother died from bowel cancer at 60 when he was 16. While disparities clearly exist, particularly in relation to diseases of the ear, nose and throat, there is no clear evidence or literature on why Maori suffer from higher rates of these conditions. My mission is to determine whether a statistical difference exists between Maori and non-Maori in regards to these diseases, so we can argue that a greater focus needs to be placed on research and understanding in this area. Only then will we truly be able to start closing the gap on Indigenous health. Growing up in Warkworth, I had the privilege of embracing my whakapapa by being close to both sides of my family, my wānoa in the Northland community as well as my family in Auckland. My childhood was arguably like most others, passionate about sport. My focus only ever shifted between the rugby pitch and the golf course. At school, medicine was never on my radar. That was, until it was somewhat thrust onto me. In 2005, when I was 16, my grandmother, who had always inspired me to do what I love, was unexpectedly diagnosed and then passed away from bowel cancer. She was only 60. It was as a result of this heartbreak that I first contemplated the possibility that perhaps I could make a difference in people's lives by becoming a doctor. In 2005, I received a University of Auckland scholarship to fund my university degree. When I started at the University of Auckland, other students used to tell me about the workings of the private schools and how they were ranked in classes of academic ability. Many had also had tutors and had covered most of the pre-medical curriculum at school. This was certainly intimidating. However, I managed to transfer my determination from the golf course to the classroom and remained motivated to get into medical school. After my first year of my Bachelor of Health Sciences degree, I gained entry into medical school at my first attempt. The key is realizing that if you want something badly enough, you can achieve it regardless of your background. During my undergraduate training, I developed a keen interest in the diseases of the ear, nose and throat, which prompted me to complete my medical school elective in otolaryngology. The career path also married well with my goals of improving the health of my own people, as there are also marked disparities in the rates of these diseases between Maori and non-Maori. My interest and dedication to this space has only grown since I completed my Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery in 2011. I am now undertaking my surgical training in conjunction with a PhD. My research examines the disease process of tonsillitis, adenoiditis, and glue ear. While it is assumed from past literature that Maori suffer from higher rates of these conditions, there is no literature that aims to understand why. My research seeks to fill this void. Once we understand why Maori or non-Maori children who suffer from these diseases struggle to hear, sleep, breathe and thus, learn and grow in a normal way, we can do more to help them. Throughout all of my schooling, I have been fortunate to be surrounded by incredibly supportive family and caring mentors, without whom I would not be where I am today. I have also had the privilege of being supported by the Royal Australian College of Surgeons, RACS. This year one was selected as the inaugural winner of the Johnson & Johnson Medical Devices and RACS Maori Set Program Scholarship, which has allowed me to promote my research in Maori health to the wider medical community at home and abroad. Balancing my research and undertaking surgical training hasn't been without its challenges, but my aspirations have always been very much towards improving the quality of life of those around me, so I feel vindicated knowing that my hard work is doing just that. I feel a great sense of responsibility and duty to my people. Knowing that there are fewer than 10 surgeons who self-identify as being of Maori descent, I feel part of a minority group who are ultimately trying to serve as agents of change and reduce the inequalities on Maori health disadvantage. In a perfect world, the percentage of Maori surgeons would reflect the Maori population in New Zealand. It is obvious that Maori are overrepresented in our national sports teams and creative industries, but underrepresented in surgery. I am not sure what the answer is. Yet, the fact that RACS is identifying and collaborating with like-minded groups, like Johnson & Johnson Medical Devices, to close the gap in Indigenous health is a very positive move in the right direction. Finally, why do I want to be a surgeon? He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. It is the people, it is the people, it is the people.